Welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate podcast. With the latest news and fantasy football insights are your hosts, Howard and Will.
And welcome to the Fantasy Tailgate podcast with Howie and Will.
Hey, what's up, everybody? That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. It's just kind of second nature now. So until I mess it up.
Yeah, right.
So those times will come. So how was your fantasy weekend?
Ooh, it was pretty decent, I think, this week.
Oh, yeah. Found the right strip club, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. My sleeper leagues, I won 4 out of 6 of those.
Oh.
And I think I won 2 out of 3 on my ESPN. I am now, I believe it's 3-7 in my auction league. And I had the highest score of the week this week. I'm making a comeback.
Was that 3 in a row?
Yeah. I scored 157 points in that league.
Oh, nice. You just had to get some guys' players back and just the right.
Oh yeah,
you just got to get the right
it
timing.
Started bad. Like I had Puka. Yeah, it would have been nice if it would have hit like I don't know a few weeks earlier. But at least it's starting to work.
It's starting to get a little bit done. Yeah, I won a couple games. I lost a couple games.
Yeah,
not the best. Well, when your opponent has a dream team, we talked about this last week.
Jamar Chase.
He had Jamar Chase, and he had all the other awesome players.
Did he have Lamar too?
I don't think he had Lamar.
Oh,
I'm not. It was Jamie.
Oh, of course, he's got a super team.
That's why I was trying to get one of his. I wasn't just trying to get a splash to get a big time running back.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to deplete his running back core because he had so many of them.
Oh yeah, he had Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Justin Jefferson, Puka, Saquon, Kelsey, Tyron. Yeah, the team is so stacked.
Yeah. I didn't mean to get right into fantasy talk, but
yeah, sorry, my bad.
It's all good. Oh no,
we
that's fine.
Fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah, and we did talk about our weekend, so it's like and I told you the Nico Collins thing, it's like I hated there was nobody to put in there at the last minute.
Oh. Yeah.
So
you did the Nico gamble.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the fact that I realized it too late, I was like, there's no one really to put in. And he was already beating me by so much. It's like, what's this fourth string guy gonna score 80 points for me? Yeah. It's like, I lost this game. I accept it.
I think it was one league I did the Nico gamble, but on my bench I already had Jameson Williams, so it was the same game. I could just throw Jameson in there.
Well, Nico plays on Monday night again. He plays on Monday night this week.
Oh,
so okay. I'm going to be doing the Nico, but I think so too.
But he could not.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to be smart about it. I'm gonna have a plan in place.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to those guys, everybody put them in your flex, especially if they're later. And that way you have that option to take them out and replace them with a running back or tight end or whatever you need to instead of just that one position. But yeah, pay attention to that. Don't leave a guy in there that's not starting.
Oh yeah. Dang it.
He's dying, everybody.
Oh, the frog is stuck in my throat.
I got it too.
Oh, anyways. Yeah, that's coming. And people
going on.
People are going to actually think we were eating frog legs or something because we did talk about them last week.
Yeah, right. Bringing it all around.
Yay, Hercules. That's one. When I think of first time I've had frog legs was at a buffet, and then it makes me think I haven't been to a buffet in so long. I've got to go one of these times.
Buffets are good for what they are, but I'm never like a huge fan. I don't know. I think I'd rather pay a little more to get the quality of food up a little bit. Because like I'm never going for like quantity. Like they are great.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong. Like I'll go to a buffet. I'll tear it up. That's not my favorite place to go.
Well, my big thing about buffets and why I kind of stopped going is the fact that I've stopped eating as much as I used to in one sitting. So it's like I go and I feel like I'm paying too much for the food because I'm getting one plate.
Well, yeah, you're not getting.
And then I'm full.
You feel like
no. It's like I feel like I need to bring in a plastic lined purse or something with me, and just start dumping the food in there.
Shove it in there. But then you get home and everything's mixed together.
Yeah.
You got like sushi, chocolate pudding, all mixed. It's weird.
Well, there's one thing to fix that. You just have to.
I guess you get a little separator.
Oh, I was thinking just smoking something, and then a few minutes later, it doesn't matter if they're mixed up or not.
That's true. Probably mix them all together anyway. Like, I wonder what this tastes like.
All right, so let's move on to injuries and newses.
The newses.
No. News and notes from around the NFL.
All right, so Trevor Lawrence is ruled out. Yep. Schefter is reporting that.
I don't know if you were going to touch on it, but it's fresh on my mind. Anthony Richardson is going to start this week. They are not going with Joe Flacco.
Okay.
So Indianapolis will don't start Michael Pittman.
So Indianapolis don't start anybody.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, that's good to know. Good to know. I have not seen that yet.
Okay.
But then again, I'm so busy during the day now. It's like kind of like I miss a lot of stuff on my phone.
It came across Sleeper like maybe an hour before we got on to record.
Oh, so it's probably on my phone right now.
Yeah, it was fresh this morning.
Okay. Because I haven't checked my notifications on my phone for a little while. So, Carolina Panthers Adam Thielen, the senior of every wide receiver out there,
Adam
is
Thielen
activated from
AARP
IR.
discount.
Yep, AARP. Well, that's if he's a relative.
Mention the Anthony Richardson.
Thielen.
Oh, Thielen.
Oh, now Thielen is back from IR. So I don't know if you feel like playing him.
I don't want to play anybody that's not Chuba. And even now that Jonathan Brooks is back, I'm not sure about him going forward.
Yeah. So let's go to the undefeated Chiefs.
Gross.
Pacheco is designated from IR to return.
Yeah, that might hurt your Kareem Hunt shares. Everybody that picked him up.
Don't you have Kareem Hunt?
That's why I brought it up. But I think I know I have Pacheco in a few leagues. I'm not sure if it's the league I have Hunt in.
Okay. Well, you have him in maximum effort.
Okay, yeah. That was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, I was targeting him for a second because I remember I asked you, and I was like, yeah. I'm glad you said no. But all right, and Dak Prescott is definitely going under the knife.
Yep,
season injuring hammy surgery.
Out for the year. Wah, wah.
That's too bad. Well, he's probably happy about it. He doesn't have to suffer through the last of the season of this joke clown show that Jerry Jones got going on down there.
The fact that I'm sure everybody's heard about it by now. The sun in CD's eyes. You're in a dome. Why do you have sun coming through anywhere? 2, you have curtains in place in those spots that you pull down for concerts. Pull it down during the game, Jerry. You old ass. Like, what are you doing, man?
I might as well tear the whole damn thing down.
What is the moon? Like, what the dude?
What is the moon?
Yeah, if you haven't seen it or heard it, go look up the Jerry Jones quote. There's stuff about sun and moon and tearing down the stadium. Yep. Like, dude, just pull the curtain down like you do for like major concerts. It's not difficult.
God, it's just he's so unbelievable.
That's the Cowboys.
And I didn't realize he was so old as he is. He's like in his 80s.
Oh yeah, he's like mid to late 80s, somewhere in there, I think.
Yeah, it's like
yeah. Well,
he
and
does
he's
have
GM and owner. Like, dude,
right?
Delegate, like, chill out.
Well, hopefully his sons, when they take over, if he has people to take over for him,
I have no idea.
I'm assuming he has kids.
He is 82 years old.
Yeah,
my bad. Oh, early side of 80s.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you were close enough to saying mid. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Mid to late.
At least we had 80s. We weren't like he's in his 90s.
You're in the right decade. Hopefully that team, when Jerry does whatever happens to Jerry Jones, and he either steps away or moves on to the next realm of existence,
mm-hmm.
that he has somebody in place like a son or something, kind of like what Al Davis had, because his son came in there and just took over the team and said, "I'm not running it like my dad. I'm gonna hire the people to run it for me."
Yeah. So
I'm gonna have input.
3 kids. I'm not sure ages and stuff like that, but I know he has Charlotte, Jerry Jones Jr., and Stephen Jones.
Right. Maybe one of those guys will take over and just say, you know what? Well, we're going to hire GMs. We're going to hire these guys to just run the team for me.
Jerry Jones Jr. kind of looks like the GM from the 49ers. Is it,
really?
John Lynch?
John Lynch?
Yeah. They look very similar. Weird.
Interesting. So,
anyway,
yeah. So, Shane Waldron was fired from another offensive coordinator job.
Yeah. How he keeps getting jobs, I don't know. Like, he has a pretty long track record of not doing very well. Come on.
Yeah, starting with the Seahawks.
Yeah. And then
he destroyed our offense.
Was he Eagles last year? Maybe.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I could be wrong.
I'm not wearing any Eagles gear.
That's true. Touche. Shut up, Bart.
Oh man.
Just kidding. It's all in good fun, people. Oh yeah, no, it was.
But
Seahawks to Bears. Yeah, I was incorrect.
Seahawks to Bears.
Yeah, Seahawks. The Bears 21 to 23, and then the Bears. And now he's gone.
See, and the Bears' offense wasn't that bad last year.
No, but he took over this year, and it is.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Bears. Oh.
Yeah, Bears. He was in the Bears this year. Like he was Seahawks coordinator last year. He just got fired from the Bears.
That pisses me off at myself. If I had a hat on, I'd take it off and throw it. And that's all I got. Is there any news you want to?
Not that I can think of. I'm sure there's some other stuff that I saw earlier, but I can't think of it right
now. Yep. My news is I hate taking the bus to work.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Oh, it is. It's actually kind of not bad, but the bad part of it, one bus is late, I'm fucked.
Well, yeah. I'm sure it's kind of nice to just kind of sit there, hang out, read a book, do something on your
phone. Yeah, that's what I do, and take naps.
Look at the scenery. You say take naps.
Well, yeah. I was late for work again yesterday because the one bus took forever to drive somewhere, and I missed the next bus. So I'm going to have to adjust everything, and now I'm going to get to work like an hour early.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
So I'm probably just going to, I don't know. I'll figure it out. So, all right, we're going to talk about some good, the bad, and the ugly.
It's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
All right. I think I'll go first.
Okay. You're going to get the obvious one out of the way?
Which obvious one?
I don't know. Say your first one, and I'll say if it's the obvious one.
I was going to go with Jamar Chase.
There's the obvious one.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, that was it.
I thought you were insinuating that I'm going to just go with Russell Wilson every week.
No. No, I mean the actual, like, in fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
The dude.
49.9 points. Half PPR.
Like, were you going against Jamar Chase in any league?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I wasn't, luckily.
Jamie had him.
Oh, that's true. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I had no chance. I mean, yeah. But I'm still in 5th place and still looking good for the playoffs.
Yeah. So, just last week.
I'm 5.
Okay.
I'm 500. And he had 49.9 points. He was 11 for 17, 264 yards. 264 yards for a wide receiver.
And 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good passing yard game. For a quarterback.
I would think that was very close to Russell Wilson's last game.
See, and you said 264 yards. And in my head, I was like, well, yeah, he's a quarterback. But then you said for a receiver, I was like, oh, wait, we are still talking about Jamar Chase. Crap, we weren't talking about Joe Burrow.
Now who's talking about other players playing the quarterback position?
Well, it's because his yardage makes sense for a quarterback, not a wide receiver.
That's true. That's true. And every once in a while, quarterbacks do get up that high in points.
Oh, yeah.
So,
all right. Am I doing my first good?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Bijan Robinson. He had 20 carries for 116 yards, 2 touchdowns, caught 3 of his 4 catches, or caught 3 catches out of 4 opportunities for 28 yards. So it's nice to see Bijan getting worked back into the game plan a little more prominently than he has been previously.
Yeah, I agree too. I feel
like I just used a lot of big words in that sentence, and I don't know why.
Bijan. Sorry, I just like the name Bijan.
Bijan.
All right, my next good is Joseph Burrow from the same game as Jamar Chase. I mean, he had 31 points as a quarterback. That's pretty damn good. He was 34 out of 56, 428 yards. I can't believe over half of his yards was to Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Like 160 something yards went to other players
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Was there a wide receiver touchdown pass? Or did I just read it wrong in the information I was reading? Because it says that Joe Burrow only had 2 touchdowns.
Oh, I'm not sure.
No, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure. I know what I was looking at said Jamar Chase caught 3 touchdowns.
Caught 3 touchdowns. Okay.
Or
we'll
3
see.
receiving touchdowns.
Alrighty.
All right. My next good. I'm gonna go with him just because he had 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. But nobody started this guy, or not if you could help it. And he only caught 3 balls. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with the Kansas. I believe it's still the Kansas City Chiefs. No, New Orleans Saints. He plays for the Saints.
MVS. I actually have him as an honorable mention.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't
He's
sure
on
if I
my-
wanted to mention him just because he only caught 3 balls, but he was only thrown the ball 3 times, so he caught every one of them. Over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I also had Bijan on here too. My honorable mention. So my third official good, bad, ugly with the information I looked up was Lamar Jackson.
Had him on my list.
Yep. 25 out of 33, 290 yards, 4 TDs, and he went 7 runs for 33 yards.
Yep.
So,
My last one. Oh, sorry. Did you have more on Jack?
oh yeah, I was going to just say Lamar Jackson's having an MVP season.
He's get if barring injury, he will get the MVP 2 years in a row.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
Unless
it's
somehow, because it's the NFL, the almighty Patrick Mahomes, he'll probably somehow squeak it. No, I'm kidding about the Mahomes thing. I do think Lamar will get the MVP again. Unless he gets catastrophically injured.
I will be pissed if someone else, if Mahomes got it. Because then you know there is collusion there.
Oh, because he has not been playing that well.
No. And
their games have all been super close. Like they're the worst undefeated team I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it's weird. They've been playing just on luck.
Yeah. Luck and schedule.
Maybe we need to check the inflation of the balls.
Deflategate 2.0. My last one, I'm going to go with one of my shotgun players. He's hanging in there. Calvin Ridley. Went 5 for 9, 84 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Still hanging on.
Not bad,
Come on,
not
Ridley.
bad, not bad.
You're all that team has.
I have some honorable mentions. Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray.
Yep. I also put in Chuba Hubbard, but
Chuba
with Jordan Brooks coming back, I'm not sure how his future's looking. I didn't.
There's a lot of score. There was a lot of them. There was almost.
Oh yeah,
can't.
There was a lot.
Can't touch them all.
Can't touch this.
Break it down. Okay. Anyways, on to the bad. All right. My number one bad is Tua. He had 8.5 points.
Yeah, not great. Bob.
Yeah, only 201 yards. And yeah, I don't know what I wrote there. Look like it says dumb.
That actually ties into my first bad from the same team. Raheem Mostert.
Oh,
he had 15% of the carries, which that's a crazy low number. Actually had 15% of the opportunities because he had 0 rushes. At least that's what Sleeper has down. But he caught 2 passes for 34 yards.
Wow.
That's it. That may have should have been in the ugly. I wrote it down in bad anyway.
Yeah, some of my I probably could have put some of these guys that qualify for bad in the ugly too.
They're almost interchangeable.
Yeah. Devon A-Chain is my next one. Or A-Chan.
Should we just go the entire Miami Dolphins?
That's okay. A little teaser. I have a whole team defense for ugly. A-Chan just scored 7.7 points, which is really not bad. But yeah, I had to pick some bad guys. So
all right, I'm gonna go just because as a Philly fan, this one makes me happy. CeeDee Lamb got 6 of his 10 targets for 21 yards. He rushed, 6 for 10, 21 yards. For context, the Cowboys quarterback Cooper Rush threw for 45 yards, and Trey Lance threw for 21 yards. That was 66 yards passing for the quarterbacks. It's not looking good for CD coming up.
No, it's not. So my next bag. Wow. My next bad is J.K. Dobbins. He scored 7 points. So, I have nothing more to say about that.
A lot of these bad and uglies, there isn't much to.
Yeah.
So. Just like my next one, Mike Gesicki. And caught 4 of his 9 targets for 30 yards.
That makes me sicky.
But when you have Jamar Chase freaking catching 264 yards.
Right. That ball was in the air a lot.
Yeah, just not to the tight end. To the guy that's like really, really good at his job. Not saying everybody else isn't. Jamar Chase is really good.
I got one more bad.
Okay.
And it's a quarterback that only scored 8.9 points.
Okay.
And it sucks because he's having one hell of a season. It's just the last couple of weeks he's just been kind of shitty. And that's Baker Mayfield.
Ooh. Yeah.
So, did he do shitty last week or did he actually do pretty good? I don't know.
I don't remember. I haven't really been paying too much attention to Baker. Like a little bit. But not a ton.
The only information I get is from listening to fantasy football podcasts like this.
Yeah, pretty much.
But just not from this one.
Yeah, not our own. All right,
so that's all I got for bad.
I'm going to throw one more in there. This one kind of hurts, but I figure I make fun of the Cowboys enough. I can bring it back to Philly. I'm going to put in Saquon Barkley. He had 14 rushes for 66 yards, caught 1 pass for 12 yards.
Ouch.
Didn't really need him because everybody else was used, but I mean, not what you're expecting from Saquon Barkley.
No. All right, uglies. I think I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off and give you all 3 of my uglies right at once.
Go for it.
As promised, the Falcons defense.
And the Falcons, okay.
They scored 1 point.
Who were they playing?
Yep. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
They were playing New Orleans.
Yeah. Did they win that game?
New Orleans won that game. 20
New
to
Orleans
17.
won. Okay. See, that just shows that, as far as defense being ugly, you don't have to win or lose. You just have to suck.
Yeah.
And I got Javonte Williams.
I also had him.
He actually doesn't do a lot anymore, apparently. I don't know.
He had one carry for 1 yard and caught 2 passes for 6 yards.
Yeah, that's and Hunter Henry. I can't remember what his score was, but it was very low.
Yeah, I don't have
down
that
to
one.
like yeah.
All right, my uglies, as I already mentioned, I also had Javonte. I had Troy Franklin from the same team. Granted, they were going against Kansas City, but there should be a lot of points scored when you're going against Kansas City, and he caught one of his 2 targets for 9 yards. Then my third is I have Brian Thomas Jr. 2 of his 3 targets for 12 yards.
That's yeah. See, that's gonna now we can start talking about fantasy leagues again. The next one is our trade targets, but just touch on Brian Thomas. I have him on my team. If I can just get my players from not being injured and having these bad games every once in a while. I mean, I have a very young, very talented team. It's just getting them all on the same page all at once. And I'm actually, should I be worried about Breece Hall?
He's a tough one.
I mean, they're still using him as their main back.
Oh, yeah, his snap percentage is still up there. Like, his lowest all season has been 69% of snaps, and that was week 4 against Denver. Like, last week, he had 81% of the snaps. He just only had 10 carries. But he ran it for 52 yards, 5.2 carry. That's not bad. Like, they're still using him. They're even using him in the pass game. They threw it to him 4 times. He caught it all 4. I would not be moving away from Breece Hall personally. He does have a week 12 bye you got to worry about. But his end of season, you're looking at Jacksonville, Rams, Buffalo for playoff.
Okay.
Not terrible.
No, not terrible. All right, and I mean,
yeah, I wouldn't be moving away from him. I would want to keep him, especially because this is a dynasty league too. Like,
yeah.
I mean, of course, depending on who you'd be getting back. Like, there's always a price for everybody.
I used him to target a very big name running back.
I do remember you talking.
To try to get that, and it didn't go through, but I used them because I would be getting something that's clicking right now back. And I'm also thinking of...
For the record, that you were trying to get Saquon Barkley, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to get Saquon Barkley. I was willing to give up my second-round draft pick. I'm not really willing to give up my first because I've got to get some... Well, I have a first, second, and third.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, I gave you a second.
You gave me a second.
Probably backfired for me. I haven't been super lucky in trades, I don't think.
I'm happy because the game that I get to play Wilson in for Josh Allen's bye, I probably wouldn't. I would. No, it's okay. Pittsburgh versus the Ravens, and the Ravens have a passing defense that gives up a lot of touchdowns.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be one hell of a game. That's going to be a huge game.
Oh yeah.
And Russell Wilson beat my quarterback, and that is why I was asking you about George Pickens last night. Because I wanted that. I want to try to get that stack.
Which I do not blame you. So as we're talking about people we are trying to trade for, if I do not have Pickens, I'm trying to get Pickens. Because with Russell Wilson, he's good. He's going to
those rainbows.
Those
rainbow balls.
He does. Russell Wilson. Like,
I know.
there's one thing out of everything Russell Wilson does that to focus on. It's just the rainbow into that back left corner. It's the same freaking corner every time. Same one.
And a guy's breaking away free in the middle of the field too. It works too.
Yeah. Like,
Drops it right
granted,
there.
he's got to work on the rest of the game. But those ones, ooh, chef's kiss.
Yeah, he needs to keep his hands on the ball though.
That's it.
He's fumbled a couple times, but
There's a reason he's been on a few teams the last 2 years.
yeah.
But
It's
also
so
the reason
funny.
he's a starter right now.
It's so funny, Bill. Everybody's loving him right now.
I mean, he's doing good.
Yeah,
Good
and it's
for
like
him.
they're like we're starting to see the form. We're starting to see form back in Russell Wilson that he had when he was in Seattle. I'm like, no, not really.
Tomlin made the right call. But if Russell Wilson sucked, like, people are gonna come after Tomlin. But
Tomlin is I'm starting to really like Tomlin.
he's always
because
been really good.
Oh gosh.
I feel like he's slightly
Nothing-
underrated, but like not. I think it's just because they don't really have any recent championship.
Right. And he doesn't say anything controversial.
Yeah, he's probably one of my favorite coaches in the league, besides Andy Reid and obviously Sirianni.
It's like when they were saying they were talking about with Russell Wilson being out. It's like he's like, no, Russell Wilson's a quarterback. When he's ready, he's going to be in there.
Yeah, like, no, he's our guy.
He's going to be the starter.
We brought him in to start.
You know?
We brought in Fields for just in case. Here we are.
Fields got us started. We got a good record. Now Russell can go in there and relax and just start winning games and not worrying about trying to salvage a season.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Well, and that too, like Tomlin, like obviously every coach is about winning, but I feel like Tomlin is really like, hey, I don't care who's in there, who does it. You're doing good. You're the one that's going to get. I don't care what you
give me W's.
Yeah.
So one of my trade fours. Well, I mean, I already touched on Saquon Barkley's on top of my list.
Yeah.
I also got
it's
Joe Mixon.
It's going to be very difficult to get Saquon Barkley.
Yes, I know. I've been trying. Joe Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
I have Joe Mixon on here twice. I must really like Joe Mixon. Oh. Let's see.
The other guy I had written down was Kyren Williams. I think if you can get Kyren, he's going to be pretty solid for you the rest of the year.
I was thinking that would be one that I cannot get because he's young.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This being a dynasty, it is a little more difficult.
I got Ramondre Stevenson. He's actually having a decent year.
Okay.
He's steady. I mean, he had a bad week this last week, I think, but
I try not to pay attention to the Patriots.
Patriots, yeah. Yeah, I know. So, other than that, I mean,
he scored 8.2 fantasy points last week at 20 carries, 74 yards. But the last 2 weeks, he had 19.9 points and 22 points. So it wasn't what you were hoping from Ramondre this last week.
Yeah, I might end up.
But yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
We've touched on it before. He's all that team has really right now.
Right. Then Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Instinct says he's going to be very difficult to get. In Dynasty, yes, I still believe that. In redraft, he might be able to hold that off. Obviously, depending on what you're willing to give up.
Right. It's all about giving up, and I'm kind of trying not to give up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being a little more stingier this year.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I have a good team, and I know it. It's just not all fallen into place yet.
Yeah,
and
they just have to play.
I'm trying to be patient, and
it's hard sometimes. It's like, no, I want
it's
wins
very
now.
hard. I know. I don't want to just take 6th place in the league and then, maybe I do want to do it that way. 6th place in the league and then just go on a tear. And everybody's clicking like for 4 weeks straight and you're the champ.
I was going to say, if you make the playoffs and they click in the playoffs, that's when you want it to happen.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So any more trade targets? Like kickers?
I do not care about kickers. Like, the way I approach kickers is, oh, my kicker's on bye. Oh, that guy's projected for a lot. Cool, I'll swap those guys. That's pretty much how I treat it.
Tight ends?
So, since you're bringing up tight ends, I actually wanted to touch on a trade that happened in my old work league. A big tight end was involved. So, one team received Brock Bowers, Geno Smith, and Malik Neighbors. So there's a 12-team standard 1 QB redraft, by the way. So you got Brock Bowers, Geno Smith, Malik Neighbors, and the other team got Raheem Mostert and Josh Allen. So basically swapping Josh Allen and Geno Smith. And then basically Mostert for Neighbors, and then you throw in Bowers.
Right. That's a wild trade.
Yeah. It was very interesting, to say the least. I was kind of surprised that one happened. What side of that trader would you be
on? Repeat it again.
So one side got Brock Bowers, Geno Smith, Malik Neighbors. The other side got Raheem Mostert and Josh Allen.
Oh, definitely side with the 3.
Okay, yeah, 12-team standard scoring, 1 QB redraft.
See, yeah, Geno Smith would definitely be your backup quarterback.
Because I'm trying to find their teams just for context here.
You're getting rid of. That's right.
Yeah, let me pull up their teams just so we have some context for who's on what team now. So the team that now has Geno Smith, Brock Bowers, and Malik Neighbors, they also have Jared Goff and Justin Herbert. They got Herbert, Goff, and Smith now. Got rid of Josh Allen. Bauer, tight end, they had Pat Freiermuth. And now they have Pat Freiermuth and Brock Bowers. And then they added Malik Neighbors. So, like, minus the quarterback part, he definitely improved his team.
Right. It's like, and then you can just stream quarterbacks from there.
Well, yeah. Well, like I said, he has Herbert and there's one other guy that he already had. Oh, Goff. Jared Goff. But yeah, I think I would take the Brock Bowers side of that one.
Oh, heck yeah. So, all right. And trade deadline, yeah. Trade deadline happens after the last game is over with, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I might be standing pat right now. I'm going to take a look at my team again.
Yeah, I think I had one offer out there, but it got countered, and I did not like the counter. Otherwise, I don't think I really have any offers out.
I got to double check. There still might be one thing I might try, but I don't know if I really think I need. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Riverside.
All right. So I think we're done for the trade for anyways. So we're moving on to my newest segment. Well, it's just going to probably be a one-off anyways. Look who's coming to dinner.
Yeah.
It's like who you want to hang out with in the NFL.
Now, is this in like a dinner setting or just in general who you want to hang out with?
Just in general. It can be dinner, whatever you want.
Okay.
If you pick guy that'd be better off in a party setting where you're smoking weed and drinking booze, hey, those are the ones.
There may or may not be one or two of those.
Yeah. Or if you picked a guy that you're probably just going to be sitting around the table with family, eating veggies, that's one of those. Your prerogative too. Yeah.
I got a variety.
I picked the three I picked, or the third one was tough because it was down to two guys. It was down to three guys, actually. And the two guys you would expect me to pick, I did not pick.
So no Russell Wilson.
No Russell Wilson.
No Tom Brady.
No Tom Brady.
Were those the two?
Those were the two.
Okay.
So my three guys, I'm going to start with Marshawn Lynch.
You want to like hang out together? Do you want to like split days? Because I also picked Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, really?
Dude, he's so fun. He's one that we might not be sitting around at dinner.
Oh no! Yeah. No, this is there won't be no dinner. There's nothing sitting around the table. This is pizza and wings and like.
Have you seen the video? It's like a interview thing he did, whatever, with I think it was Peyton Manning, and Peyton was asking him about what he did before games, and Marshawn was like, "Oh, I'd take like a shot or two." And Peyton Manning was like, "Well, like cortisol, blah 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 blah." He's like, "No, Hennessy." Oh, okay, all right. I was not expecting that. Like, of course,
take a
man.
Shot or two.
Of course, Marshawn's taking shots over the game.
Why do you think he ate Skittles to mask the smell? So everybody like ran with the Skittles thing.
Ricky Williams got high before a game. Like, of course he did.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
I wouldn't be surprised if Marshawn wasn't doing that too.
Well, yeah, he just didn't get caught. Ricky Williams just didn't care.
Okay, and well, I was thinking my three guys would probably all hang out all together.
Okay.
Because what goes good with Marshawn Lynch would be a Gronk.
Ooh. All right, yeah. Gronk have fun.
Gronk have
party
fun.
Good.
We can easily get him to.
Rob Gronkowski.
We can easily get him to come with us because we just promised him a USAA membership.
Yeah, we'll finally let you in. I don't have to be a member. No, it's cool.
And then my last one is Josh Allen. So I think he's a partier guy. I went with party more than sit down, stuffy dinner.
I mostly did one guy. I think he would be better in the dinner setting. But
yeah.
I like your three. I do. Surprisingly enough, I did not go with anybody that has played for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, really?
So I did pick Marshawn Lynch. I also picked Baker Mayfield.
Oh, I think he would be fun too.
We would have a great time.
God damn it.
Okay, going to the scammer. So, Baker Mayfield. I think we'd have an awesome time. Have you seen the video where he goes undercover to like a Tampa Bay fans meet and greet kind of thing?
No.
Oh, dude, it is so good. It is hilarious. He's going in, he's got like a bum knee, and he's got like a mullet and like a bandana on and all this stuff. And then like finally at the end, they're like doing like, oh, whoever can throw the furthest will give you this kind of prize. And then he's the last one. He's like, all right, oh yeah, I haven't done this since college. See what I got here. And just everybody's like, what just happened?
Dude, just by the commercials that he did when he was with the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, yeah, where he's like
hilarious.
living in the stadium.
Yeah, he's like, honey, can you open the door? The other gate. The other guy. No, you got to. She's like, I don't know which one to flip. He's got a handful of groceries.
Yeah, he just seemed like it'd just be a fun day. Maybe some partying, maybe not. Who knows?
That's a good pick. Very good pick. So,
and then my last one, oddly enough, just because I want to hear what's going to come out of his mouth. Like, I am not a religious person, but I want to sit down for dinner with this guy and have him say grace. That's Jameis Winston.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, the stuff that comes out of that man's mouth is both, like, inspiring and so fucking ridiculous. Like, it doesn't even make sense, but I don't even care. Like, let's go, Jameis.
I want to thank God for my day and my touchdown passes and that he rowed the boat ashore today.
To bring us this ham. Well, actually, we don't have any ham, so, like, I guess just the turkey. It'll be great.
Before the game, he told me, build that ark, Jameis. Build the ark for your team. If you have to throw some interceptions, throw some interceptions.
So good.
That is.
And then honorable mention, I will take Jalen Hurts just because I think he's a good dude, and I think we'd have like good conversation. But
yeah,
I did also put Deion Sanders back in the day. But that one, I'm not sure if I'd actually want to hang out with him. There might be some cocaine involved.
Who else? I'd say out of the other two that I had to choose from, like Brady and Russell, I think the most the more fun out of the thing would be Tom Brady.
I agree. Ian Russell Wilson seemed like we don't think alike on a lot of things, probably. So I don't know if I would get along with Russell Wilson.
I mean, if Russell Wilson wants to fly me to Hawaii and have some fun in the sun, yeah, I might do that.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll hang out with him, but like, it might be kind of awkward the whole time.
Oh, yeah. He does do a lot of fun stuff, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. And I can get along with pretty much anybody.
All right. So, Nick, okay, now we're going to move on to another news segment. Should be a quick one. This is bench or play. Who do you want to bench out of the two that I give you, and who you going to play?
Okay.
So, maybe in the future you can possibly come up with a few of these too yourself.
Nope.
But I'm just going to do it just to get an idea of what I'm talking about. Who would you play? Who would you bench? Cousins or Wilson? As in Russell Wilson.
Ooh. Cousins against Denver or Wilson against Baltimore? I'm going Russell Wilson.
Nice.
Playing Baltimore. We'll bring his name up later.
Is he playing Baltimore this week?
Yeah.
Huh.
Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Okay, cool. Cooper Kupp, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Ooh, that's a good one. Up against New England or Amon-Ra, Jacksonville. I'm gonna go Amon-Ra.
All right. Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley versus the Yeti, Derrick Henry.
Oh, what? Ooh, Saquon or Henry?
I know, that's a...
Yes? Neither? Both? I'm gonna go Saquon.
All right.
I'm gonna go Saquon on that. I mean, really, you're not benching either one of those guys. Just throw the other one in the other position or the flex.
I mean, if you had just one position left, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know.
Kamara or Jameson Williams?
Or Jameson?
Or
Javonte?
Javante.
Lions or Broncos?
Lions.
So that's Jameson. That's a wide receiver.
Jameson. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. No, it's the
Javonte Williams
Broncos.
is the running back that plays for the Broncos.
Okay, the Barkley and Henry was the last one.
Okay, cool.
I messed that third one up. Or that last one up.
All right.
All right, we're jumping into the DraftKings now.
Yeah. All right, so last week, neither one of us did really good. The winner had 72.54 points. The loser had 64.12 points.
Oh my goodness.
I am still the champ. I got you 72 to 64.
All I do is lose every time.
Okay, so we both spent up on running backs. You paid $8,200 for Derrick Henry. He got you 13.6.
Oh, Jesus.
I paid $8,300 for Saquon, and he got me 8.3. Yeah. So this week, I'll just start with mine. My quarterback, I kind of already mentioned it. I went Russell Wilson.
Nice.
At $5,900.
Good bargain there.
Yeah.
I went with CJ Stroud.
Ooh, that was very nice. He's at 6,700.
That's 6,700. Yes.
All right,
running backs.
I paid up a little bit, not as much as I did last week, but I went with Joseph Mixon, 7,700. And then I had to save a little bit of money, and I went with Tyler Algier for 5,300.
Okay. My running backs. Oh, did you hear that echo? Joseph Mixon.
I figured by the laugh.
And Nicholas Chubb.
Ooh,
Joseph Nixon, 7,700. Nick Chubb is 6,000.
All right, wide receivers. I went with the stack with Russell Wilson, George Pickens, 7,000.
Oh, good call.
And then I'm riding. You think I'd learn my lesson at some point, but I'm going Calvin Ridley, 6,200.
Oh my God.
And then my last wide receiver was actually, I originally went with Bo Nix, and I went with Cortland Sutton to stack with Bo Nix. Switched Bo Nix out, but I kept Cortland Sutton at 5,900.
Okay. So my first wide receiver, I'm taking a gamble on it. To hopefully he plays. He's questionable. I don't know how this works in this format, but Nico Collins, because I want the stack.
Nico.
Yeah.
I thought about Nico, even though he's questionable. But
and then there's another echo in the room, Calvin Ridley. At 6,200. I would have really laughed my ass off if my third because you were leading into a story with the third wide receiver. I thought you were going to pick the same one I did. But I picked Ricky Pearsall from San Francisco 49ers at 4,900 for the bargain.
Nice. He's only 4,900?
Yep.
Oh, how did I not see that? And he's going against Seattle. That's a good call. Good play.
Yep.
I mean,
at a shave point.
He saved me last week. He scored me 15.3 points last week.
Nice.
Like him and Mark Andrews were my two high scorers. All right, so tight end. He had kind of a down week this last week, but he's been doing pretty good. I'm going with Mike Gesicki for 4,100. And then flex, I am going New England Patriots, Demario Douglas for 4,700. And then I'm going Houston Texans against the Dallas Cowboys at 3,100.
Okay. Well, my tight end, because at this point, I need bargain basement stuff.
Okay.
Hunter Henry at 3,900.
Okay.
For the tight end.
Against the Rams, not a bad call.
Yep. And if I went with your quarterback, I would have a stack here at Mike Williams, which was only 4,100. And I did look, he did play last week and he actually scored a touchdown.
Okay.
So, and at 2,600.
One reception on one target.
Hey, still scored a touchdown.
Counts. Still point.
That's 1.5 points? Or how many yards was that?
Yeah.
That like
one
7
reception,
points.
32 yards, one touchdown.
Oh geez, that's like 7 points right there.
At 10 points and full point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's not bad.
See? Yeah. Another week in there. Could get more.
And then the defense at 2,600, the Cleveland Browns against New Orleans.
All right. Yeah, you had to save some money there, didn't you?
Yep. And New Orleans is 24th against the opponent on defense.
Yeah, I like how on DraftKings it kind of gives you the opponent ranking for different positions.
Yeah.
Stuff. I like that. I'll use the DraftKings stuff for other like start sit stuff. I'll be like, ooh, who's playing? What's the defense against this position?
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah. Well,
all right. We've made it through another week.
Yeah.
Good luck. Make sure your lineups are set. Make sure you have.
I believe we are finished
your
with
Thursday night
games,
players,
so there shouldn't be any of those.
Yep. Nope. No international games. Put your players in your actual positions for Thursday night games. Later games, Sunday and Monday night games, make sure your player, if there's questionable guys, make sure they're in your flex spot. So you have the ability of flex. And everybody, good luck.
In the name.
Yep. Go Pittsburgh Steelers.
Go Birds.
God damn it, I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah, how gross did that feel? Because it sounded pretty gross.
Not as gross as it used to be, which is weird.
You like who you like. And playing fantasy, it gives you a chance to actually like other players on teams that you wouldn't normally.
Yep. Go Seahawks, go Buffalo Bills. Those are my other teams. Pretty soon it's going to be, what's your favorite team in the NFL? The NFL.
The guy who scores a lot of fantasy.
The winner of the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So,
not the
anyways,
Cowboys.
So on behalf of Will and me as Howie, we thank you for listening and send us an email. You have been checking our email, right? Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not much
There's
to report
email.
back, but yeah.
Leave comments, listen, tell your friends. Please tell your friends. Watch us on YouTube, watch us on Spotify. I'm finally able to get the audio back up again. I had technical difficulties because I think it might have been my computer. I just needed to clean it out a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get into it again this week. So other than that, thank you for listening and goodbye.
Hey guys.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe to help us continue to grow. Also, follow us on our socials and join us again next time.